Hi all of you. In this video I'm going to talk about what is subnetting. So I think I should not talk about what is subnetting because I have already told you in my last video. So just check it out. Link is above. So now in this video I am going to show you how to do subnetting. So let me recap the whole stuff which I already told you, like IP address and classes and all those things. Okay. So I just want to say that uh, first I want to say there are four classes, not four, three classes. Okay, so let me show you A class, okay, B class and C class. I am just revising all the stuff. Okay, so there are three class. So first is A, which is from 1 to I think 126. Okay, and B is from 128 to 120. uh, Let me rep this. It is from 128 to 191, I think. And the C1 is 192, from 192 to uh, where I think let me remember, I think 223, if I'm right. It is okay, I don't know, I think it is from 192 to 223. It is correct, I think. So now I just want to tell you again that a network, and there is a network ID, also there is a host ID. Okay, so network ID always represent by 1, host ID always represent by 0, and the binary I already showed you, so I'm not gonna talking about that. Okay, so let me just tell you that class A network contains one network ID and rest of host. Okay, okay, and class B contains two network ID and rest of host. Okay, and class C contains three network ID and one host. Okay, so I already told you that each octet, this is your octet. Okay, these are your 4 octet. So this contains 8 bit, and total they contain 38 8 8 8 32 bit. Okay, total they contains 32 bit. Okay, so I think this is enough for today. Not for today, for revising the whole stuff. Okay, it's kind of revision. So let me rub this. So my today's agenda is to show you subnetting. So let me write a class A IP address, random IP address. Okay, so let me write which number I write, 66. Okay, dot 0 dot 0 dot 0. It is class A IP address, as you all know. So how to do subnet? First let me make a something like diagram. Okay, so let's assume that this is your router. Okay, I'm writing R. This is your another router. Okay, and in if you want to connect this router, if you want to like communicate between these router, so you have a network also between them. So I there will be need of two network, one is here, one is here. Okay, so okay, so let me make a whole diagram first. So I let me write uh, this is your one lab. Okay, this is your one lab, this is your another one. Okay, and this is your another one. So my point is that uh, let me mark with red. So you need a new network here, also you need a new network here. This is your interface of router. Okay, so you need a new network here as well, also as here as well, and both and two of network here. Okay, so total how many network I need? Let me write with let me change the color. Let me change its color. I will write with green. I need one here network, one here, one here, and again one here, and one here. Okay, and one here. Total I need 1 2 3 4 5 6. Total I need 6 network. Okay, 6 network I need, 6 new network I need, not same, unique network. Okay, so also let me write that, let me change my color again. I will write by this aqua color. Okay, so I just want to say that like you need 60 computers here, 10 computer here, 5 computer here, and let's say 20 computer here. Okay, so these are your computers you want, and this is only you have this IP address. So how can you give this network to all of these? Okay, it means that you have to give 6 network. Okay, and now you have to do subnetting. I already told you subnetting is used to uh, make your make the use of your IP address. You can say division of your IP address and divide it to divide. So it is like a division of network of a network, and you will divide it for making new network. Okay, make a unique network. So now let me show you what is the first step. So let me zoom out little bit. I think it is zooming in. Why? So now let me tell you that what is the first step. So first step is to check the class. So this is my A class network. Okay, so A class has um yeah, what A class has, how many network A class has? A class has one network. Okay, now this is your dot. Okay, now here host, now here again host. Okay, now here again host. So this is my first step, just write it down. Okay, so now let me rub this as well. So my first step is completed. Okay, as I already told you that a network is represented by, network ID is represented by 1, and host ID is represented by 0. So now what you have to do, what is my first let me write, this is my network ID, it will be same, and these are my host ID which are already 0. So how you represent host ID? By writing 0. Okay, so let me write 0. So now as you can see that this is my network ID and this is my host ID. So I have converted this host, not converted, I have written this host ID in 0. So there are 8 bits as I already told you. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and 8 here, 8 here as well. Why I have written 0? Because this is my host ID and it is represented by 0. So now this is your second step. Now what is your third step? So let me rub a little here from here, like let me rub here. Okay, so now what you have to do, you have to find like what you have find. So you have to see that what is the maximum number where I have to give maximum you can say maximum subnet. Okay, or you can say maximum IP address, where I want to give maximum IP address. So now you can see in this interface of a router there is need of 60 computers, and you have to give 60 computers. So this is the maximum number as you compare to this one, this one, and this one. Okay, also this one. So this is your maximum number, which is 60. So now there is a formula as I already told you, but I am telling you again. So the formula is 2n minus 2 greater than less than, sorry, greater than is equal to uh, 60. Okay, what means what means this? So it means that let me just bold it. So yeah, so the idea behind this is, so what is n? N is the number, like I will show you. If you do 2, if you write 1 here uh, in place of n, so 2 minus 2 is equal to 0, which is not greater than and also not equal to 60. Now I will increment by 1. uh, when I put here 2, 2 into 2, 4 minus 2, which means 2 again, not greater than and also not equal to 60. Now I will increment again by 1, 3, 2 into 2, 4 into 2, 8, So 8 minus 2, which means 6, is not greater than and also is equal to 60. So I will increment again, and again my value will to my 4, my n will be now 4. Now, so now 2 into 2, 4 into 2, 8 into 2, 16. 16 minus 2, 14. 14 is not greater than and also not is equal to 60. Okay, now I will increment by 5. So now my n is 5. So it means I have to do 16 into 2, which is 32. 32 minus 2, 30. So 30 is not greater than and also not equal to 60. Now I will do again 32 into 2, which is 64. And if I minus 2 into 60 in 64, so it will be 62, which is greater than by 60. So my value of n is, so let me rub this. So my value of n is 60, sorry, 60, no, not 6, it is 6. Okay, so my value of n is 6. So what I have to do, these are my all bits. Okay, now I have to uh, go from right to left like this way, and I have to count like 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I will reserve this for the host, and rest of them I will create one. Like, let me show you. So now as you can see that I have converted this for 1. Now 0. Now as you can see that I have converted these 0 to 1. Okay, also I have to write 1 here as well. Okay, so now what happened is, let me rub this now diagram, because I think there is no need of this right now. Okay, so now what will happen, like, you will first, as you all know that, let me write it with my blue. Okay, this is your 1, this is your 2, this is your 4, this is your 8, this is your 32, sorry, 16, it is 16, it is 16. Okay, and here is 32, and here is 64, and here is, it is 4, and here is 128. Okay, so now as you can see that I have converted this, I have reserved this 60 for host part, and rest of the host part is converted to network. Okay, so now so now you can see that I have done subnetting. So now what is my subnet? So my subnet is 66.255, okay, dot 255 dot 192. Okay, so this is my subnet. What was the value of networks? I think I think 6 is the value of network, which means I have to give 6 places. I have to give to 6 places a new network, a unique network. So what I will do now, so now the next step is, I don't know which step is this, so you will calculate. um, if you are making notes, just make notes and do it by yourself. I will not providing any notes in the description. So what is the next step? So next step is like, first you have to count this. This is your 1 2 3, this is your 8 bit. Okay, and this is also your 8 bit, and this is also your 8 bit. Okay, because these are now converted to network id, so these are now 1. So 8 means 16, sorry, 8 means 24. Now if you add these two as well, it means 26. So your first network id, so your first, let me rub this as well. Okay, so now what this is your IP address. Okay, I'm writing again. Okay, so now if you you have to give like, there is a diagram like this. Okay, this is your diagram. So now here you need, you can see that 1 2 3 4 5 6. So you have to give 6 IP address to this area. Okay, so how can you do that? So I have already told you how can you do. So you can do by first one will your 66, dot 0 dot 0 dot 0 slash 626 because it is your, you can say, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 bits, 8 here, which means 16, sorry, 24. And here if you add 2 here, so it is 26. So if you give 26 to this, so let me rub this. Okay, so now I have given to one area. Now it's time for second. So how can you give to second? 0 dot 0 dot 0 and slash uh, sorry, I have to write again, 66 dot 0 dot 0. Now you have to see that what is the last value, or you can say what is the first value from here when you are going from right to left. This is your first 0 which is converted to host, and you have to see its decimal value. So its decimal value is, you can see here, 64. So now you have to write here 64 by 26. Okay, so now let me give this address to this. Okay, so now let me rub this as well. Now let me rub these both. Okay, so now it's time to give to third. Okay, it's time to make third. So 66 dot 0 dot 0, my last one is 64, so you will add 64, okay, again to 64, which is 8 128. So now here will be 128 dot, not dot, slash 26. Okay, now my fourth will be and fifth will be like this. I am showing 66 dot 0 dot 0. So now I have to again plus 64 in this, 8 12 1 6 2 7 8 9. So it is now 192 slash 26, which is your CIDR. So now I have to so let me rub both. Okay, I have given this to both of them. So now my, you can see there are two IP address, or you can say 2 areas are left where I want to give IP address. So now what I will do, 66 dot 0 dot 0 dot, I have to add 64 again to 192. So it will be 64, it will be 6. Okay, here 9, which means 15, and here 2, it means 256. As I already told you, your octet is this. Okay, this is your octet, and your minimum value is 0 and your maximum value can be 255. You can't go up to 255, and here it is 256, so you can't take this. So what you can do here, okay, you have to make one here and start from again 64 and here 26. So this will be your fifth one, and if you want to make sixth one, so it will be 66 dot 0 dot 1 dot what will be the value, I think 128. Okay, 128 slash 26. So this is your sixth network. Okay, so now let me rub this as well. So now I think you all understand that how to do subnetting. Okay, so how this, by this you can do subnetting. Okay, so in next video I will be talking about some protocols as well, like TCP or UDP. Okay, so wait for that video, and I will be meeting you in my next video.